Runway, hello guys, this is James and Latanya, my beautiful sister. You can find her YouTube channel in the link below.
You ain't not known it.
And we're going to do movie reviews. What's the movie review? Oh, Mr. Bean's Holiday. I'll let Latanya start with what she thought about it.
So, Mr. Bean's Holiday. Where to begin? First of all, Mr. Bean is the only person who can make a movie and barely speak and just grunt at people and not get punched in the face. Number one. Number two, thought it was pretty funny. Number three, he needs to use his words.
He needs to use his words?
He needs to use his words.
What,
he was in so much trouble because he did not use words.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Bean. Yeah, he's trying to mercy.
Just tell him you're trying to get to the beach. You don't have to show pictures.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Bean, the story of, he went to Cannes or Cannes. I guess
the place where they do the film festivals, the independent film festivals.
Well, they kept saying it without the S at the end, so maybe that's how it's pronounced in French. And he got sidetracked. Well, let's see, the movie starts, he wins the thing, and then he heads down there, and obviously you see he can't speak the language, and then
he doesn't speak it.
One of the people,
because of him, a guy who has a kid on the train gets left at the train station because Mr. Bean wants to take this video of him getting on the train. So the guy gets left at the train station, kid's on the train by himself. Mr. Bean's trying to help him or something like this. He feels sad, so he tries to make the kid feel better. Kid smacks him in the face. Then they get to the next train stop. The kid gets off because that's what his daddy told him to do, get off at the next train station. And Mr. Bean feels bad about it, but only after. Well, he feels bad, goes to try to protect the kid because, you know, some drunk was running around or whatnot. And then the kid steals his video camera and watches him run after the train. And then he tries to help the kid find his father.
Yeah, and they run across the little girl who's the actress, and what's his name? Willem Dafoe. He's the man that is supposed to be the director of this film, which is really funny too. Before I say what I thought about the movie, mostly Christian disclaimer. Sexual immorality is in the motion picture because for about, I guess, 8 to 10 minutes, a long time in the film, Mr. Bean is dressed up like a woman. And the kids dress up like a girl. They try to sneak into the film festival or whatever. So it won't be going inside my library. And so I just want to let you know that if you don't want to see that, you don't need to go ahead and watch that movie. I guess some people, I guess they thought it was funny years ago. But it ain't funny, never was funny, so I'll put that in there. Funny things in the movie. Well, the music's very good. Whatever the person's name who did it. I enjoyed the music, especially the opening. It was filmed in mostly sunset. I like that. So you actually saw more of the yellows instead of the noonday sun type colors. The people fell asleep at the man's movie premiere.
My goodness. Speaking of falling asleep, I know we're supposed to be giving a review of how we feel about the movie and not telling you about the movie, but it's too late at this point. So how about the girl that's driving down the highway? The girl who's helping them, okay? They're driving this little, looks like a Mini Cooper, but it's really not. They're driving down the highway. Now, you know normally if you're driving and you're tired, and even though we're not supposed to, forgive me, we do sometimes. That's when you get the Mountain Dews, or maybe not James, but that's when you get the Mountain Dews, the coffees, the gum, turn the music up, whatever you got to do to keep it going. Because you know you only got 2 more hours. And you might cost you your life, but you're going to make it those 2 hours. So they driving, right? Pulling an all-nighter, and she falls asleep. Now, normally when you fall asleep, you're driving and you're like, oh, and you catch yourself. Not her. She falls asleep and just out. Like she is out cold. Like the horn beeps, she doesn't wake up. But Mr. Bean, who's sleeping, he wakes up. Did she take his Xanax? Like, did she take her sleeping pill? I know she had to take some Ambien because there's no way you're going to hit your head on the steering wheel that hard and not wake up And it's not like she did strenuous work that day either. I can understand if maybe she was laboring on the construction yard or cutting down some trees because she was lumberjacking all day. But she wasn't doing all that. All she did was carry a tray in a movie.
To the actors, yeah.
Like, that's it. That's all she did was walk out a building and carry a tray. But, anyways, go ahead. Everybody fell asleep.
So, yes, they fell asleep during the movie premiere. People were falling asleep. I've never seen that before. It was supposed to be a boring movie. And Mr. Bean.
It was the ultimate selfie movie. That's what that was.
It was all about. It was all about him. It was so interesting too. Even when they had the part where they were supposed to run and catch the bad guy, I mean, it was like 12 seconds later, and they were looking at him again on the screen. So it's a Mr. Bean.
But it was really cool. At the end, they sung a Frank Sinatra song in French. Is that what it was?
In French.
Yes. So it turned into a musical at the end. So that was pretty
yes, I think the movie had some real interesting, just Mr. Bean type stuff.
If you like Mr. Bean stuff, you know how he is.
He just
he don't say anything. He does ridiculous stuff, and it's funny.
But you could not get
and
away with it.
Sometimes it's not ha ha he he funny. It's just like, oh my goodness, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen funny. But you know that if you did it in real life, you, my friend, would go to jail.
You would go to jail. Don't do it. I enjoyed the movie. Kettle brand white cheddar popcorn. I figured to put this in. I like white cheddar. This came from Walmart. I was looking for white. I found the type.
Are they paying you for that endorsement?
No, they're not paying for it. It's certified gluten-free.
It's not.
If you don't bless your food, it don't matter whether it's 0 grams trans fat, no preservatives, gluten-free, made with non-GMO oil and corn, made with natural ingredients.
Where's they gonna get fake corn from? Maybe it's corn off of steroids. No pesticide corn.
Well,
what happened to the bag? Why is there tape on the bag?
Because there was actually gum.
Where?
On
Where
the
did
bag.
the gum come from?
When we bought it from the.
No, you did not. No, you.
We got home.
No, you did not.
We got home from Walmart.
No, that's somebody's germs. You should have took that back. They risked your life on that bag of popcorn.
So I covered it with tape.
No. No, that whole bag needs to go in the trash.
We gonna test
that is not of the Lord. That is gross. Look, if that's not foil lining inside that bag, I'm not testing it. There's nothing coming out of there.
Oh look, there's tear thing on the side. Okay, there's foil line. Yeah, there's foil on the outside. Yeah, you can see this foil line on the outside. I got it because I might have to transfer this down the way they have it, the way it.
That is gross. Y'all see that? Look at that. A piece of gum on the thing from Walmart. I would have took that back.
Well, we didn't notice until we got home.
It does.
You want to try first?
As many times as y'all go to Walmart, it doesn't even matter.
That's why things easy.
Amen. And forget the person who put the thing on the midnight trip and fall.
Oh, look. It's white Kettle popcorn, right? It is a little grainy. Oh! That was an aftertaste. What are you thinking about it?
Think about that piece of gum on the back.
One thing.
If the bag did not have a piece of gum on it, it's not bad. It's just
yeah,
popcorn.
it doesn't taste as good as I was looking for.
It tastes just like white cheddar popcorn, that's all. Nothing fancy about it.
Just
but
plain.
I don't eat white cheddar popcorn
white
normally.
cheddar.
Normally I eat theater butter popcorn that's saturated with butter. Then I put garlic salt on it. So, and then shake it up and add some salt and pepper.
Yeah, put garlic on. Yeah, it's okay. It's not as good as Wise. And I think Wise changed to Smart Food. I guess they got tired of using the owl.
I've never had Wise before.
That's my favorite one. But it's okay.
But since it has a piece of gum on the outside of the bag, it's the nastiest popcorn I've ever tasted in my life, and I would never buy it.
It is not Kettle's fault. Well, then again, we don't know where it came from. We don't know. Uh-oh, Kettle. It's 1982. Kettle brand, you might want to... Burke Rain. Oh, he's an employee since 2013.
Yeah, he just wrote some kind of blah, blah.
Hope you enjoy this as much as my family does. Oh, real taste. Who said we had to stick to... Anyways, that's enough of that. But it is fairly good. I mean, I couldn't find the other popcorn in there. Nah. So it's
Speaking of like good.
it's a little. Oh, look at this. Organic.
They don't care about. They can read the bag in a grocery store. They be blocking the aisles reading the bag in a grocery store anyway. Oh, when you read the labels on the grocery store, please move to the side of the aisle. I mean, you don't have to stand in the middle of the aisle to read the label. Now, I can understand if you grab what you're reading and then move back to your cart. That's acceptable as well. But please don't stand in the middle of the aisle, because there are some of us who just choose to just work out and not read labels, and you were just in the way. So thank you for not getting your feet ran over by my shopping cart.
Work out and not read
Because
labels?
yes. I'm starting next week. Because my health is important to me. I'm serious.
Well, that's enough for this review.
Check your popcorn bags for
well,
apparently gum. There's nasty people out there.
okay.
Pray over your food.
Yes, you should pray over your food. Ask God what to eat anyway. But it's fairly okay. So that's it, and see you next time. And live, move, be.